Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Now every once in a while as a reseller, you got to change gears, you got to shift, you got to do something different. And in this case, there's a couple things that I'm going to do different. There's one entire portion of my reselling business that we're just going to not do anymore at all. And then one part that I personally am handing off to somebody else that I'm not going to control, because different people are better at different things. Sometimes reselling over here hurts you reselling over here, and that's the case as well with one particular place that we sell. And we've got all kinds of great sales today, y'all. 21 items headed out of here for $785.24. Let's take a look. First item, I thought it was to a viewer because there's a message, but looking at it, I don't think it is to a viewer at all. They just put a message in there saying, hey, thank you. This is one of my favorite childhood games. They have very few feedback. Pasta is the name. It's the Mighty Men and Monster Maker. And this is from the 70s, I believe, y'all. And that sold for $30 plus shipping. And I think it was part of that G.I. Joe lot, y'all. Take off some fees and then ship it out. $24 profit here from our total $1,040. We're up to $2,621 after fees, after shipping. I'm going to leave that right there because we have some more G.I. Joe stuff, a big one, coming up a little later. This is one, if you watch podcast, Trash Cash Podcast, we talked about this the other day. Jungle Book, Disney Jungle Book VHS. And, you know, a lot of VHS don't sell, y'all, but if you ever find a Blockbuster case, and especially if the movie inside matches the movie on the cover, grab it. And if it's a great title, definitely grab it. This one right here, believe it or not, sold for $38 plus shipping right there. And it's not even, look, it's got a little bit of, you see that mold right there? Always check your VHS. And I'm pretty sure I listed this one, so I'm pretty sure I put that in there. I'll have to go look somewhere in the listing. Maybe I didn't. If I didn't, I'll contact them, but I'm pretty sure I did. It's going to Canada, so they're out the door like 60 bucks. But it's $38 plus shipping, and we're doing global shipping. And look, it's even got a break right there, so not perfect. But people collect this kind of stuff, and they put it down in, you know, their basement. They got an 80s basement or something like that. And that thing is awesome right there, even though this wouldn't have been from the 80s, but still cool. Love it. $38 plus shipping. Sad this one is leaving. Acro Agate. I used to sell, well, I don't know about, there's marks on the bottom. Usually this, a lot of times this stuff's from West Virginia. I sold hundreds of ashtrays like this a long time ago, and ox blood and whatever. The different designs and colors make it worth more money. These aren't worth as much as the ashtrays, but it's a little cornucopia. I don't know what this is. People tell me it's a vase or toothpick holders or whatever, so you tell me down below. But I love that stuff. Paid a couple bucks. Sold for $13.30 plus shipping. Next one is an item I love to sell. Just love to sell it. I think it was just $8 plus shipping, though. It's an 8-track. If I can find my 8-track. Should be down here. And it is Rolling Stones, Some Girls. And, of course, there it is. Is that it? No, that's more Hot Rocks. There, it's going to be right there. Had two of them. So I got to figure out which is the right one. Always list those separate. Don't list them as the same quantity because there are minor differences in the cover. So I got to look at that. But anyway, those came from that sale on Garage Sale Nation. So if you think you've seen all my picking videos, there's a few over there. Usually I put private picks over there. And that one is, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called like All or Nothing. At any rate, that right there, or this one, I don't know which one, sold for $8 plus shipping. Yeah, totally screwed that up. $13 plus shipping. Let's talk for a second about what I'm giving up and what part of our business we're not going to do or just going to be completely hands off anymore. So I've done this before with certain platforms. I, you know, used to dabble in Depop a little bit, and I stopped doing that. I used to do Mercari a little bit, and I stopped doing that. We used to do Facebook Marketplace, and I stopped doing that for multiple reasons, which I'm going to get to in later videos. But for now, you know, we literally stopped completely doing one of our antique booths, which is something I'm going to talk about in just a second. But before that, this is more important to me. One part of the process, you know, obviously I do a lot of picking. And then, of course, I do a lot of listing I do a lot of shipping as well. I do a lot of testing and some cleaning, but there's one part of the business that I have completely handed over to other folks, and that is taking pictures. Now, I'm still every once in a while going to take pictures. If we do charity auctions and stuff that's in here, I'll take some pictures. And some bigger items that are occasionally inside, I might, you know, because I do a lot of testing down there, I might take a few of those. But 99%, 95% of the pictures are going to be taken by somebody else. My daughter has been doing an amazing job with pictures. I'm so proud of her. And we've been paying her to do it. She's on the payroll and all that stuff. And she's getting older and she's making her own money. And I'm like, you know what? She wants to do it. You know, I waited. I never said, hey, go do this, you know, whatever. You wait and you ask, you know, is this something you want to do? Or you wait till they ask you. And that's what happened. Now, of course, you've heard me talk about Jess before, and she helped us with the G.I. Joes. And she's going to come and help us from time to time when we get a big order in and that kind of stuff. And we also have Bubba's girlfriend who took pictures for a long time. Now she does a few other kind of administrative things for me and helps me out. And you're going to be seeing some of those here pretty quick. She helps manage my Garage Sale Nation Facebook page, along with somebody else, by the way, which we'll talk about a little bit later in this video. And so she's doing a few other things. She still does a little bit of the pictures, a little bit of the listings, and a few little things to help out with, you know, social media as well. And my wife does some of the pictures, and she does a lot of the listing, and she comes in here all the time and helps me ship. 3-4 times a week she's in here helping me ship. And my daughter, of course, ships and handles the store as well, the CommonwealthPicker.com store. And by the way, little side note, we only ship out 1 day a week for that store. So sometimes if you buy something on the wrong day of the week, it might take 6-7 days before we ship it out. If you buy it on the right day, it'll be out in hours. I gotta be honest, I have slight mixed emotions because I absolutely love reselling and I don't mind taking pictures. I don't mind it at all. I kind of like it. I kind of like getting out there, you know, and taking pictures and testing things and cleaning things. I'm going to still be doing a little bit of the testing and cleaning, but I've handed that away because there's certain weeks during the year where I'm just not going to be here and I want to have items to still list. And so I can't depend necessarily on myself to take all the pictures, but I still want to list when I'm out there on the road picking these highway sales from GarageSaleNation.net, or when we do these meetups for the Trash to Cash podcast, or whatever it is we're doing. I want to have those things. And this system so far has been incredible. It's going to help us process more. It's going to help us definitely get more listings up and hopefully make some more money, even though we're paying, you know, I'm paying my daughter. You know, they're not working a lot of hours, y'all. So these people that I'm talking about here, we're just, you know, a few hours here and there a week to really build up that picture base, and we can list forever. You take pictures for an hour, you got enough things to list for a long, long time. Next thing, and I'll pull some orders and talk about this as we go, is our second antique booth. I loved doing it. The idea of doing it is terrific. You know, to be honest with you, the money is going to be in Froggy's drawer. Now, this thing says we have more of these left, but it does not look like we have more of these left. So, is it one single one, maybe? I'll have to look. I thought we sold them in twos, but I'll have to go check. This magnet right here, which obviously, well, can't really stick because all those stickers that are on it, but it is a magnet. Oh, well, you know what a magnet does. This one right here, we got them for, I think, either free or nothing, and they're selling for around $9 a piece. And we're going to ship it in one of these right here. Let me grab this. Right there. We just slide it in there and ship it. I think we have a link down below. SupplyHut does not sell these. They are a link to, I think, an eBay store. SupplyHut might start selling these soon. I hope they do. Charlie, if I'm misspoken, let me know. But we do those right there. And we don't have a spot over here for them. But I wanted to thank Dale for buying plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table over on CommonwealthPicker.com. Speaking of the antique booth, this is an item I used to sell exclusively in the antique booth because I didn't have time to process everything, take pictures and all that. So I'm like, oh, it'll sell in the booth. We'll throw it over there. But now we got time to process and I got people taking pictures. So I had to rethink my antique booth a little bit. So we got rid of one, obviously. And the second one, I've completely handed over to my dad. And it's things that we just really can't at all sell on eBay. And we put in there, and he's going to get all the profits, which aren't much, for that store. And I'm not going to go there very much, or at all anymore. So this one right here, I think we paid $1 for it down there in Greenville, South Carolina at Prison to Profit Convention. And it sold for 22 bucks, free shipping, but it's super light, going out first class. Okay, I told you I was going to talk about Richard here in a second. Nip Drop Flips, Ford Pinto flips backwards there. Richard, buddy of mine, we were down there at FlipCon last year. We went out and did some sales, and he grabbed this auction that had that Enema Man sticker on it, the ultimate Enema Man right there. And Richard, you didn't have to do that at all. You know that. I'd have sent you one. I'd have figured out a way. And hit me up beforehand. You know, you do so much for us over there on Garage Sale Nation. We do appreciate you. You might recognize him from helping Kat out, the nurse flipper, for years as well. And so we're sending you that. And there is going to be an announcement on these soon, so be ready. They absolutely fly. So we usually order, you know, a couple times a year, and they're gone in, I don't know, last time they were gone in like 24 hours, 100 of them. So they're coming soon. I promise. I hope. I forgot to mention there that Richard's purchase, it's one of our charity auctions going out to directly from eBay, of course. That makes my life so much easier when I don't have to keep up with it. And you just go right on there. And I think all that money goes through PayPal if you ever do any charity stuff. And it's going directly to the Ronald McDonald House of Southwest Virginia. So thank you, Richard. And I'm sure that they thank you as well. I don't know. I don't even know if they pay attention. How that one get crooked. This one, there it is right there. Slightly different than normal baseball hats. Going to Vermont bin. I have tons of plates y'all sent me. I got to put one on there soon. Nike hat for a little kid. $8 for that one plus shipping. 1983 and 1984. This is the Cobra Stinger. And it's got the stickers and the weapons and all that stuff. So anyway, this one right here is the Command Center. This doesn't do justice, so maybe I'll try to put some pictures up here for you of this one. This one sold really well. After I think we gave a 5% off or something. And it's $161 and change plus shipping. That's all right. What's up, buddy?
I need some batteries.
You need some batteries? Okay, we'll get you some batteries. You find them? You brought a cat with you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, this one right here, $50 plus shipping. This one, $161. That's what, so 210, 11, 211. I took too much off of here, but I think that's okay because I think I underestimated the shipping on this by a few bucks as well. So we'll say $175 plus shipping for these right here brings us to $2,796. What do you think about that, Pepper? Huh? What do you think? Sound good? Sold some putter head covers right here, and I pulled these out. I think these are the three. I stepped away for a second, but I'm pretty sure. TaylorMade Spider Tour. That one sold for $10. Spider right here. This one sold for $15. And the Acerta turning putting upside down with the zipper blade cover. These are mallets. These are blades. Sold for $17. So not bad right there. And one of them, I think this one went to a viewer. And it went to Roxanne. Roxanne, thank you. You're always sweet. You have bought from us before. Thank you for the entertaining YouTube videos. I was not so patiently waiting for the Spider Club covers. Oh, this is funny. She says, "Ha, Carrie." Carrie is American Arbitrage, one of the guys who does the Trash Cash podcast with me. He's a good guy. She says, "I have 4 college degrees." Carrie always says he has 3 college degrees. I think it's a way to make himself feel good about the fact that he's, you know, been a reseller his whole life and never had a real job, you know. And half of them are entomology degrees. Okay, very cool. So I needed a Spider Club head cover for my bug collection. That is awesome. So thank you so much, Roxanne. I do appreciate it. And I very much appreciate teasing Carrie as well. Sold something from the 2 epic garage sale videos. Sold a Z28 keychain, $15.95. Free shipping, and we ship these as well. Isn't that right there? Another Enaman auction ended, and this one went to Daryl. And here it is, y'all. Keeps going down, doesn't it? We have sold 2,500 of these. I don't know. Is that even right? I can't even remember anymore, it seems like. We sold a bunch, for sure. And again, a lot of them now will have some minor flaw of some sort. Misfit Enaman. But that one is headed out of here to Daryl. Daryl, thank you so much. Congratulations. You got one before they're gone, and I hope he gets things moving for you. All right, y'all, we have a Motu figure. We've got Evil Lynn, kind of like Evelyn. What do you think of that? That's headed out of here. We still haven't watched He-Man, but I have promised myself that Turner and me are going to watch He-Man, right? No name? Right? And that one went to a viewer. Went to Brian Klaus. You remember that name? He's been super supportive, really nice guy. And we were able, at Uncle Mark's garage sale, to meet him. It was really cool, and his wife. And, Wallen, what are you doing? Wallen's eating something back here. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? No Name's the only one that stands up to that dog. At any rate, that's a good sale, Turner. You're definitely going to make enough money to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
That's right. Did I say how much it sold for? Yeah. $30 plus shipping. Very cool. Thanks, bud.
Bye.
Now, that might be, that was your wife's account, so maybe she bought it for you. It said for my evil half, so, you know, her buying it for you, it might make sense. And $25 profit plus, or not plus shipping, but after fees after shipping, $2,821. And Reagan's here, so the dog is back. What do you know? What do you know?
Are you wet?
Yeah, it's a little rainy out there, huh?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? CommonwealthPicker.com.
Benjamin from Virginia got a CWP tumbler. Lindsay from Oregon got a Trash Cash hat. And Deb from New Hampshire got a gray CWP shirt.
All right, thank you. And I have just got to show you something. You know, you'll know this someday, but there's a proud parent moment where everybody else in the world doesn't really care, but your parent is just like overwhelmed. And I've just got to show you what Reagan brought me today. As some of you know, Reagan is quite an artist, but check this out. Check out what she gave me. First of all, you'll recognize this from a giveaway we did that a person, we had two parts of the giveaway, and one person claimed it, the other person never claimed it, and it's just been sitting there. And so she turned it into a work of art. So check it out. A customized, can you sign that for me? Will you sign it for me?
I'll sign it back.
On that side or somewhere, maybe even here or something. That is just awesome. And you told me you were going to put some, I don't know what you put. What are you putting on here to make sure it doesn't come off?
It's called Mod Podge.
Mod Podge.
It's like a clear layer, but it'll make it a little bit shiny.
Look at this dog.
What are you doing?
Wanna go out? See ya. Bye. Oh, Boots is out there. That doesn't happen often. Come on in, Boots. Nope.
But
Look at that.
Basically, so if you like spill anything else on it, you can wipe it off, and this part won't get messed up.
That is very cool. Now, you know this is giving me an idea, right? And you know people out there are going to want it.
Yes.
Will you make another one and we'll auction it off and we'll do a charity? Maybe we'll do this for Vinsky, your child for compassion. Would you do something? And we'll make sure you get some of the money too. Maybe half the money will go to you for all the hard work and then half the money to the charity. Vinsky. I think that is a terrific idea, y'all. Thank you very much. I'm going to hug you right here on camera. All right, baby. I love you.
Bye.
Found a spoon in Froggy Flip's drawer. No, it isn't. It's in Shad Juice's drawer. It took me a long time to find it because it was in a box and I didn't know it. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. Spoon. And Happy Trails. Very cool. And I was fortunate enough when I was younger than Reagan to meet both Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. And they were doing a bank opening in Southern California. And they lived down there, of course. And so I was fortunate enough to meet them. And I met Gene Autry back then as well. He owned the Angels. And I saw him during spring training. So kind of cool. I got to meet the old Cowboys. And that's over for $10 to Lori. Lori, thank you. By the way, you have bought from us for a long, long time. So we do appreciate you. Plus shipping. Hey, I want to put this right here in the video so I don't forget. I'm here in the eBay cave grabbing some stuff and I just remembered. But I had my camera with me. And I wanted to thank Mark. Check this t-shirt out. Plus, he sent a shirt to Reagan, which I'm not going to show you because I'm going to give it to her later. She just is going to love it. He is, and see if I can remember, mark your deadgoodtees.co.uk. I'll put it up here. Y'all go check out his stuff. It's obviously Dead Good Tees, so it's a lot of horror and stuff like that. But there's some just killer, no pun intended, 80s tees like this one. I just absolutely love it. Go check him out. Send him a message. Tell him I sent you. He did this out of the kindness of his heart. He didn't ask for anything. No shout outs, no nothing. He just said he enjoyed the show, and he's a reseller, and this stuff's awesome. He's in the UK, but this stuff came to me super quick. He's like, hey, go check out my store, you know, whatever, and I'll send it to you. I'm like, cool. And so they ship from here in the US. So if you want to go check it out and grab something, he didn't give me any money for this, not a sponsorship, nothing like that. He just seemed like a terrific guy, sent a nice note. So go check it out. Plus, I just love this Goonies t-shirt right here. Thanks, Mark. Just sneaking in one more sale really quick, just so we get it out the door. We're taking a couple days here. Although by the time you see this, we're back. And that Eeyore, I think it's the right one. Yep. $10 plus shipping. I'm going to go out to the Supply Hut and do the rest of the sales out here because Blue Ridge Mama's coming down to start shipping. And Reagan is over here. Hi, Reagan. Doing the shipping for CommonwealthPicker.com. And this is one of the reasons we got this. It'll help us finish our nights out a little bit sooner so we can get upstairs and spend some time together. So head out to the Supply Hut. Hey, y'all, we're out in the Supply Hut. Have 4 more sales that I want to talk about, but I also want to talk about how this Supply Hut right here really helped us make one of those transitions, actually 2, because my dad actually has his store of antique booth stuff right here, and it can be sorted right here. You can come and grab it and price it. You know, we could do a garage sale or something, but he's making a little bit of money and stuff's getting in and getting out of here pretty quick. Most everything we sell on eBay, but some of that stuff needs to go, right? And you either donate it or sometimes you're going to make a little bit of money in the antique booth, and we do a little bit of both. So this place in here is making it possible. If you haven't seen the Supply Hut before, here it is. We're really super excited about it. We have a picture station here if we need it. Pull down so 2 people can work at the same time. Pull that thing right down there, move that out. We can take smaller pictures there. We have the flat lay here. We have plenty of space. You could have 3 people taking pictures in here if you wanted to. I don't think that's going to happen very often, but it's possible. Now, also we had some sales, and every once in a while, this system we got to iron out. You know, a lot of people are like, why would you have it so far away? The system's worked pretty good up to this point, but there have been a few sales that haven't made their way back to the cabin yet, and they're still out here, and I got to come out here and pick them up. So, you know, we have been twice a week taking stuff in and putting it up in there, but I think we might need to do a 3rd day of the week because we're processing so much. So I don't have to come out here, and it doesn't happen very often, but it happens from time to time. But, you know, I just love this place. It's enabling us to process so many more things and to get some areas inside of my house, in my basement, get it out so we can have that as living space. So I can't thank Charlie enough over at SupplyHut.com. Check him out, by the way, if you haven't ever gone over there. Use code Commonwealth, you can get 5% off. A lot of the stuff he sells is already the cheapest on the site itself. So I want to show you something, then we'll talk about these sales. Matter of fact, let's talk about this one really quick. We sold some Simply Southern banners. You might remember me picking those up. Only $10 plus shipping, but we bought a ton of them. I'll show them to you right here. And I have to read a message. One of them was to a viewer, but I just have to show you this. I've never set this area up yet, but I'm going to. I promise. Get the TV up, make it into a bed, all that stuff. This is crazy. I cannot wait to show you what's in this. Big shout out to Death Pile Picker. And some of it breaks my heart, but some of it is absolute fire. We're getting more and more stickers. If y'all want one, go ahead and send it to us. I'll show you some of them right here. We have one of these inside as well. So go check that out, and let me read this message to you. Also, I know the audio is not great in here, but it is for now. Once it gets more full, it won't quite sound as hollow as it does right here. Hey, Kevin, want to thank you for being a co-conspirator with my wife, Vicky. We were watching the episode where I was called out, and now I'm in the market for a Shih Tzu puppy. Oh, geez, I remember that. You can't have my Shih Tzu, but you can have one of my cats. Just not No Name or Pepper. You and your family are so wonderful. Thanks for the nightly video. So thank you. We do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the banner. We sold some Roomba parts, $24.90 plus shipping. We sold, what did we sell? We sold a Hollister shirt, I think right around $15 plus shipping. And we sold a Tommy Hilfiger jacket. Check this thing out. I love Tommy Hilfiger. It goes through its ups and downs for sure. But this one sold. They always can give you some good color blocking, which I absolutely love, that good color blocking. It's a seller almost no matter if Tommy is up or down, but that's a nice little jacket and a nice little sale. I can't remember exactly. Let me go look here. It sold for $45 plus shipping. Had one more note. First of all, I want to thank you. We had so many people go through that Rolo link in our link tree, also through the Rolo link in the video description, and use that link. We were, you know, around Christmas. So many people bought Christmas gifts. And I'm just curious, a month in, if they got there and you set it up, whether you bought the wireless one or you bought the wired one. I know my buddy 88 Picks, you got one over on Instagram. By the way, if you're a new reseller, I just love the way he methodically goes through it. He never overexpends his money. He uses the money he makes to make investments like a Rolo. Very patient, very calculated. Check him out on Instagram, 88 Picks. Really cool dude. Lives near here. I haven't seen you out picking in a while, but I'm sure we will soon. And I'm curious how you like your Rolo. Is it life-changing, like I say? I just love it. I love thermal printers. They're awesome. Tell me if you got one, and tell me how much you like it down in the comments. You guys are great. Thank you for joining us. As always, we appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you next